Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Missouri Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Offense in a split backfield. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Missouri's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding...
Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good at speed.
It's a running room. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Snagged in the middle. It's Manning. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manning. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Tiger. A great catch and run for 6. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride, and that's why he gets the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
The Vols headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man, it's Knight. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And the Vols decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught over the middle. It's Manning.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job of it.
He's going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And
oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. When you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play fit.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout here. He knew he had all the tools.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Oh, they're after him! And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in on the right. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage? Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Penn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on second and 4. Wants to go up top. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Still on his feet. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. They're in makeable field goal range, but on fourth down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. On fourth down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he rolls. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the right. Finds some room. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. With the catch, it's Terry. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Checked out. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Might as well give it to him again. Wide open spaces. The 40. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. On the ground, it's Haynes. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. Looking to fire. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And these are the mistakes.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Johnson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He's got it Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Baxter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going for the big play. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Returns it down to the 47. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. Using his legs, it's Baxter. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up.
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. He's not going to get... What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.